Thank you for tuning in to Radicards TV on Radicards.com. I'm your host, Patrick Reno, and it's my buddy Dan G.
How's it going, Pat?
Hey, good. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. It's crazy that we're coming up the end of the decade, and it's been a really interesting decade for me. Very good decade in the hobby. But man, I grew up a lot the last 10 years.
I agree.
Gosh. You too?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mentalities change and
Yeah.
redefine who you are as a collector and so forth. And
Yeah.
I think I'm happy with the changes.
Oh yeah, you grow. You know, you like. I always look back and reflect on the type of collector I was at the first national I attended in 2012, and as I've matured as a collector, the kind of stuff I collect, how I collect, what I collect. As you can see, kind of at least in my looking at in retrospect, how I've grown is I'm able to kind of see the developmental process and the maturity that has taken place in all those activities.
Right.
And it's interesting to reflect on that stuff. So this is, we're winding out the year here. This is one of our last episodes before 2020. It's just kind of reset again. It's going to be kind of a fun next couple of months, obviously, but in sort of a strange, somber way, it's kind of sad to see this decade go away because it was such a huge learning curve for me.
Right. 2019 was a rough year for me.
Yeah.
I think I was ready for it to end
Okay.
about January 9th. So
Already.
So I'm okay with it passing.
It's fair.
Just another chapter in the book of life, I guess.
Fair enough.
But it was a good decade, though, for the most part.
Yeah, it was good. I think it was hard in a lot of ways for me.
Yeah.
There were certain parts of my life that were very, very difficult, but I overcame a lot of challenges and I was able to successfully produce healthy growth results because of those experiences. And so, anyway, I just want to talk about that for a little bit.
Awesome.
Yeah. What'd you bring for us today?
So I brought a 2018 Panini Top 100 NFL card of Deshaun Watson. It is an Escher Squares parallel.
That's what they call it.
That's what they call it, Escher Squares, and it's numbered out of 5.
Oh.
I believe it's number 4 of 5, and it's got you can kind of see it in the corner here. The
oh yeah,
stamp, right.
Subtle.
It's pretty weak as far as the stamp itself because of the holographic images on the back.
Sure.
But it's still a really, really cool card. I think Panini just does awesome parallels.
Yeah.
I mean,
truly.
They do really
yes.
awesome parallels.
They don't get enough credit for those parallels.
No, not at all.
I don't think so.
And in this case, I like the fact that it was Deshaun Watson. He's one of the hotter players right now, especially quarterbacks in the NFL.
Yeah.
Definitely turned some heads this year. And I think it's pretty cool. Now, interesting note, I had purchased some stuff on Panini's website,
Yeah.
right? And I had 2 separate orders of the same thing. And they sent one, and they never sent the other one.
Aha,
right?
the
So
fast
after
one.
So after about a week and a half of waiting and seeing no movement on the shipping notice, right? I gave Panini a call, and I got a live person almost immediately. And I don't remember who it was, but I got to say the person I talked to was awesome. And they joked around with me a little bit to, not to make light of the situation, but
right.
just, you're not happy that, you paid for 2 and only got 1, type of thing.
Yeah.
And they overnighted me the next thing, and they threw in a bunch of free packs. And so the free packs were 2017 Black Friday packs and then the 2018 Top 100 NFL packs. And I'm not entirely sure how those packs were originally distributed. I suspect they were either, buy something on their website and we'll send you a few packs,
right.
or they were sent to hobby shops, as an encouragement to go in and purchase product.
Incentive.
Yeah. But it was one of those things that, it was a pleasant surprise, and the kids and I had fun tearing open these extra packs. And, this is one of the pulls that we got out of it. And, it was a good makeup. So, I know a lot of people like to bag on Topps and bag on Panini, but sometimes they do come through and help out the collector.
Well, here's the thing, man. They're an organization run by humans.
Right.
Humans make mistakes, regardless of what context they're in. Mm-hmm. If they're doing construction, if they're behind the counter at a deli, or if they're behind the phones at customer service at Panini or whatever, right. There's going to be issues somewhere in the pipeline, somewhere in the process.
For sure.
And that's just expected, and you have to just hope that if that does happen, your issue will be handled professionally. It sounds to me like Panini did do that.
I think they owned it well, and they made good on it. So I'm happy. And I can't always say that. I'm guilty myself of like they don't care about it. But it was nice to have a pleasant experience, and it kind of encourages me to be more positive when there's hiccups like that.
Of course.
So.
And that's the benefit, folks, of having a live person instead of a dead person on customer service hotline. So did you pull this out of one of the packs?
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
So
those are great. Now, is this somebody that you had quite a bit of knowledge of prior to pulling his card?
Oh yeah, no, he's
Keyshawn Johnson.
Yeah, Keyshawn Johnson. he's one of those guys that there was great expectation out of him.
Mm-hmm.
This year he has done well. Last year he did well as well, and
good.
Not necessarily a guy that I personally collect. He'll just go in with the stuff that's cool, but it's not a guy that I actively seek out.
Sure, but this is a card that will stay in your collection.
Oh, for sure.
So just for the record, Dan's using one of my company's fitted top loader bags. Dan's a buyer, and he's got his top loader here in one of his. Now his strategy is that he puts them in upside down so that the fold comes up underneath, so that the top doesn't have any excess opening on either side with the flap.
Right.
So that's his strategy. I do the other way with mine. They go in the normal standard way with the top flap over the back top. So, but everybody's different. You've got to find the method that works for you. So I just wanted to share that with you. Thanks, Dan, for bringing that by. That's really cool.
Not a problem. Let me turn around really quick.
Sure, yeah.
Shot of it.
Nice little background. Classic Panini back.
Oh, yeah.
With the white. They do really, they have a theme.
Amazing.
Those are great, man. Those are pretty. This one, speaking of sparkly things and low serial numbered cards, this comes from 2007 Topps Co-Signers. This is the Hyper Plaid Silver 1 of 1. Austin Kearns, Nick Johnson. Now, this is kind of one of those sets that it's got like a love-hate relationship with the collector base, because you've got cards with multiple players on them. You got a bunch of different variations, and like a bunch of different variation. You got like the base paper, and then you got like the hyper plaid versions, and
foil,
there's like a lot.
Yeah.
So in my experience, there was like a base white background with different colored player photos, essentially, and then you've got like a silver version that's kind of like hollow foil with the different colors, and you got these hyper plaid version, or this version here rather, and so you got like a lot to chase with varying different print runs from like 199 to 175 to 150 to 125 to 99. It's just all over the board.
It was 299, 250, 249.
And it's a lot. And so these, I don't know if this really qualifies, but it might be considered a mega parallel run, because with Thomas, I'm still missing a few, and I've got a bunch of them, like a lot. And so
the one of ones.
No, I don't think I have Thomas's one of ones for co-signers, but I've got like some of the other lower numbered ones. But I like these, and this is a card I got on CMC's Black Friday sale.
Okay.
And so I don't know if you guys don't check out their Black Friday sales. There's typically some pretty good deals to be had there during that little window of Friday to Monday. So I grabbed this on that. I cherry picked it because I wanted to bring home a one of one of something that I like, and I've actually don't mind co-signers. I think it's a bit ambitious, and there's a lot going on, and there's at any given time there's like, there are examples floating around, but it's if your guy is in this set, just expect to work a little harder on putting this run together than something else maybe. But in 2007, 2008, we had Moments and Milestones as well, and that's one of those sets that people either love or hate.
Yeah. See,
to me, it's like a necessary burden, because it's like, okay, he's in the set, so I guess I have to get them. Oh well.
Yeah. See, I prefer the Moments and Milestones just because it's a single focus, as opposed to the co-signers.
But these are better looking. You got that like 1997 Bowman's Best Atomic Refractor / 1997 Finest Gold Embossed Refractor design, that like sparkly box matrix thing that you don't find. I mean, Moments and Milestones in itself is a boring set. It's boring.
Yeah, I guess
you got
true.
white, blue, black, red.
Yeah.
Plates, done. There's no special flavor. There's no
1,000 of
shine.
each.
There's like a trillion different versions you have to go after. Yay, fun.
Yeah.
So I always thought it would be funny to like the way I store those. If I stored them the way I store everything else, I'd have like 17. I'd probably have like 15 or 14 Super Shoe boxes just for moments and milestones.
It's funny.
I store them in Card Saver 2s because they're thin enough to where it's like the one step up from a penny sleeve.
Right.
And it's got like space efficiency because it's not thick.
Right.
And so they just go in there and then I just filter them in. But moments and milestones, man, that's a conversation we should have another time. But this is 2007 Topps Co-Signers. And this is the 1/1 Hyperplaid Silver parallel with Austin Kearns and Nick Johnson. Now, Austin Kearns is featured on, I think, 2 other cards in the set. That's another thing, too, is it you've got so much to chase, and then the cards with the players show up with different players on them. It's a lot. And so, whatever, I just wanted to bring this up because it's cool and it's pretty new in my collection. But I want to talk about this because, well, Austin Kearns doesn't get enough hobby appreciation. But in 90, I think it was 99. Yeah, 99, his rookie year. He was a stud. He was like one of the big prospects. It was he, Mark Mulder, Pat Burrell, who's the other guy? Tim Hudson. No?
You know better than I do. Once they
Alfonso Soriano.
Oh, Alfonso Soriano.
Yeah. The 99 had a great roster of guys, man. And Kearns was part of that roster.
Yeah.
And so here I am showcasing Austin Kearns because I think he needs a little bit more coverage. So there I am. All right. Dan, you have any final thoughts?
No, I'm good.
That's cool. I like those. Those are pretty. Okay. Thank you for tuning in to Radicards TV and Radicards.com. I'm your host, Patrick Reno. And until next time, enjoy collecting.
Take care.
If you like this content, please subscribe. Thank you. Enjoy collecting.